Coming right up, the Rockets taking on the Timberwolves. For the Rockets, their incredible journey continues. Ripping through this schedule, never looking back. Even on the road tonight, you can bet this team will come out swinging. Timberwolves, Rockets, coming right up.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
All right, some NBA basketball for you. We have the Houston Rockets going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, for Minnesota, they don't want to disappoint the hometown fans, but they'll have their hands full taking on one of the top teams in the league. We'll see if they can get it done. Love to watch this guy, Russell Westbrook. Is there anybody who looks to score the ball with more intensity, Shaq?
Well, Kenny, he's not a guard. I know it says guard on paper. I don't know what that is. He's strong, explosive, and the guy never gets tired. He's coming at you.
You know what he is?
What?
He's a guard. Kenny?
Well, he's got a big motor too, Ernie. This guy is unique and a unique once-in-a-lifetime talent. His incredible endurance is probably what separates him from most players.
Maybe he's not a guard. What is he?
Unguardable.
Oh, brilliant.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
In 2018, the Minnesota Timberwolves broke their league-leading 14-year playoff drought with the help of Jimmy Butler. And a year later, Butler demanded a trade, and the Wolves were back in the lottery. They've got some young talent, but in the West, it's no cakewalk. Kevin, they are hoping they can take that next step with new management and some young, exciting players.
All right, David, thanks. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
You take a look at Towns. He's among the top 10 in the voting in the Western Conference. The fans rewarding him for a tremendous season so far.
And I'm sure he's grateful for that. But, Kevin, I know what he really wants is a spot in that starting lineup.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. And the Houston Rockets starting five. Tucker and Capella are up front. Gordon is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Shea in at the three, the small forward. On for Minnesota. Conley and Towns, the duo inside. The tandem at the one and the two, Teague and Culver. And it's Walden in at the three. Boris, you look at these two teams, both with strong rebounding numbers.
Kevin, we are talking about two teams who play a physical, aggressive style. There is no back down on either side. I would anticipate a rugged interior game that might lead to a little bit of trickiness right up your alley, Kevin.
Don't we love these kind of games? I mean, these are a blast to call.
No doubt.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Right side, Westbrook. And Shea with the basket on the assist by Westbrook.
Well, the aggressiveness of Russell Westbrook setting up that bucket right there. This guy knows how to find the best shot possible.
Now, here's Culver. Outside, Towns. Passes it to Vonleh. Pocket six. Dish now to Culver. Over Gordon. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Culver's got his second bucket tonight.
And for me, guys, this is an area that Culver should utilize more often, showing off that incredible feel with the jumper.
Now, here's Westbrook. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Denver.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide-open shots.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Walden with it. By Shea. Pass to Culver. Vonleh kicks to Walden. Second chance effort. Rebounded by Capella.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Charles kicks it out to Gordon. Takes the three. The offensive rebound. Capella with the bucket.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Get it to the right guy, get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight.
Now, here's Culver. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Here's Towns. It's a three-point game. To the middle. A nice shot by Culver. Culver's got 6 points.
Well, that's how you bring out the best in your teammates. Towns is a prolific scorer, but guess what? He'll find you if you're open.
Outside Gordon. And there's the pass to Che. And Walden throws it down.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
Che drives in. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Rockets trail by 3. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And Culver pulls it down. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Here's Walden. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Westbrook.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now here's Teague. A 17-point game for him in the win against Chicago. Pass to Culver. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And boy, did that game nearly get away from them, but they were a little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
Well, perhaps just knowing that they can pull out a close game, the next time they're in that challenge, they can go in with a ton of confidence.
Yet another player from the 2019 draft class who wasn't a top high school recruit. Jarrett Culver, 3-star guy, thin, unrefined, but in that sophomore year of college, boy, did he surprise some folks.
And Greg, when you talk about Culver, the one thing he did show in high school, and again showed at Texas Tech, the ability to score.
Yeah, and he creates and makes shots against great defenders. Every team in the NBA is looking for that. His jumper, his handle, his ability to move without the ball, already NBA level stuff.
And stolen by Gordon. And here we go, Che heading to the hoop. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Che. 7 points for Russell Westbrook.
You know, you get the sense this guy, the 4 years of college ball helped. He plays at his pace, and he does it with such calm.
Culver with it. He's against Gordon. Culver's shot is off. Houston leading by 3. Here's Charles. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Che's got 8 points. The Timberwolves shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Timeout called first of the game for Minnesota. And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, P.J. gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
Minnesota making some changes. Albert Covington's checked in for Walden. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Culver. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Jeff Teague. Houston with a big group substitution here. Ken Birch is checked in for Clint Capella. Jerebko comes in for P.J. Tucker. Green, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. And here's Che. After the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns, Charles, and Houston again with the bucket.
Well, getting buckets on the drive, such a valuable skill. Shea, that will open up his perimeter game.
Napier with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against Chicago. Down low. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Well, this is what makes Towns so dangerous. Pick and roll, pick and pop. He can take you either way off that screen.
On the wing, Shea. Napier covering. Birch. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
To the inside. Here's Towns. Back to Napier. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here's Culver. Gordon with the defensive effort.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Tucker and Capella are up front. Russell Westbrook out there with Gordon. And it's Shea in at the 3 slot.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Rockets have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And a boom it was for the Rockets to be able to keep Clint Capella. A great fit with the team and gives them exactly what they need on the interior.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Nuggets put on a show. He contributed 61 points, and his passing was just incredible. He piled up an impressive number of assists. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt, Greg. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Shea's got 12 points in the game. Timberwolves trail by 16. And Greg Capella, who was taken near the end of the first round back in 2014 in the draft, has developed well during his time with Houston.
And Capella's game has really taken off in the last few seasons. He looks to be a double-double machine for this team for the next handful of years, and that is exactly what they need.
And Shea gets it to go on the assist by Eric Gordon. 14 points for Shea. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. And Walden throws it down.
And this is the connection A.W. has with his guys. Knows exactly when to go for the alley-oop.
And Shea throws it down.
Watch him fly, so graceful on that finish. Shea lines up the alley-oop.
Teague feeling it out a bit. Lets a floater go, and Capella sends it back. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. That sends Jeff Teague to the free throw line. They get Russell Westbrook. Minnesota shooting their fourth attempt at the free throw line right here.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Now here's Shea. This game an incredible scoring display for him. Teague with a clean look. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. He's got 5.
Well, you simply cannot allow Jeff Teague any separation because the release is too good and too fast.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Minnesota Minnesota calls timeout. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear, Greg, that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
Culver passes to Teague. Here's Walden. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 3 assists tonight.
So effective. Love when AW looks to score the ball from that area.
Now here's Shea. He's got 18. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Russell Westbrook. Or sometimes what was once considered a negative becomes a positive. For example, tweeners are now looked at as very valuable assets, and very versatile assets.
Yeah, Kev, no doubt. Like, think about how much the game has changed for players like Draymond Green, who was so integral to the success of the Golden State Warriors. Here was a young guy who was considered at one point coming out of college for the power forward and center spot, too small to play the position. But as the NBA has downsized, as it's gotten smaller and faster, Draymond Green can be as important as any other player on a roster.
Culver kicks the tee. Dishes it to Culver. Shot clock at 6. Here's Walden. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now here's Culver. He's got 11, and the 3 ball is good.
This is exactly what you hope for from your point guard, Jeff Teague, unselfishly pulling all the right strings.
Back to Westbrook. On the wing, Shea. Capella kicks to Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. The drive by Shea. And Shea throws it down.
Boy, after all he's gone through, you have to think big nights are extra special for Shea.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Outside Teague. Shea craps the miss. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And finished off by Westbrook.
You cannot give Russell Westbrook a lane to the basket. This guy will slam it in your face quicker than you can say boo.
Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Rockets leading by 13. Westbrook with a wide open look. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Here's Teague. And Capella sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. And then for Houston, Jonas Jerebko's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Green comes in for Gordon. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Teague. 5 points in the game. In the corner, it's Wiggins. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Teague against Rivers. Teague finds Wiggins. Here's Culver. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And what makes Culver difficult to defend, it starts with the footwork and then the change of pace, and you give.
And here's Rivers. From deep.
It's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Listen, under duress.
Thanks, Kevin. Andrew.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. While you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
The tandem at the 1 and the 2, Teague and Culver. Conley and Towns, the duo inside. And it's Walden in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Boy, it'll take more than that to stop Jeff Teague. Just determined to score despite any obstacle.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense. And it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside orient, off the bounce, or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
And yes, it's good.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Bounce pass from Westbrook. It's stolen by Teague. Here's Towns, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 6 assists now in the game. And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable three-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game. And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Jay. Shoots a 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Shoot that.
Culver passes to Towns. Outside, Walden connects from 3-point range. Walden's got 9 points.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Shea dishes to Capella. Back to Shea. And some nice passing there by Houston. Capella kicks to Shea. Passes it to Tucker. Just 4 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Teague, the pass to Walden. And Walden throws it down.
You can't give A.W. these type of looks. Given his skill set, he's capable of dropping the hammer.
Here's Westbrook. And he overshot that one, missing. Timberwolves trail by 14. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Jay. Walden, the pass to Culver. Good on the bucket. He's got 16.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside Gordon. No good, unable to end this run.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Houston leading by 12. The Rockets with another miss.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
And Doris, you played point guard. What do you like to see from that position?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Showtime Lakers, which was my first team that I adored when I was a kid watching the NBA. And the reality is this, Kevin, I love to see teams play in transition, get out in the open floor. What's better than watching Steph Curry cross half court with a full head of steam and the defender knowing, oh, good God, anything could happen here. He might pull a three, he might finish in spectacular fashion off the run, or he might find a teammate for a momentum-building three. Like, get in transition and run, baby.
Rockets have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Boy, when you look back on Russell Westbrook's career, the athleticism at the point guard position, borderline absurd. The power, the speed with which he moves on the floor, boy, you just don't see it that consistently.
Here's Walden, got a piece of it. And a turnover, could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Westbrook.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And with Westbrook and his elite athleticism, Doris, it can be seen in his great statistics.
Well, you don't average 30 points a game in the NBA unless you can absolutely blow past defenders like Russell Westbrook. Gosh, the strength in his legs allows him to fight for rebounds. He is so productive from the point guard position. It's extraordinary.
Double team on Westbrook. To the middle, Turner with the steal. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his third foul of the game. Andrew Wiggins is checked in for Noah Vonleh. And a change. Houston leading by 19 points. Taking a look at the Rockets. Rivers and Gordon make the backcourt. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's Charles in at the 3 spot. Here's Culver. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And how about the balance there from Culver? Really good at staying in control despite the D being all over him.
That one good for 2. And the Rockets lead by 19.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
And Teague's got the ball here for the Timberwolves. Vonleh at the elbow. He's looking for Teague and finds him. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
I'll tell you, how about a high percentage opportunity from Jeff Teague? As a scorer, you love to get those easy ones.
Pass to Capella. Shea high post. To the paint. Outside Gordon. Shea kicks to Rivers. 5 to shoot. This one for 3. Good on the triple.
You love seeing Austin Rivers play in the pick and roll. Very seldom will he make a mistake orchestrating this look.
Outside Walden from 17 feet out. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Tucker's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Shea. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. All right, this is going to come out of the blue here, but if you had to choose between raising the height of the basket or widening the floor or even widening the lane, which would it be?
I have very strong feelings on this, Kevin, and for me it would be widening the floor. And the reason I say that is it feels to me in the last couple of years there are more sideline violations where teams are turning it over because they're trying to get to that corner 3, one of the most advantageous, best shots in today's game. But because that 3-point line is so close to the sideline out of bounds, we're seeing too many violations. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would absolutely widen the floor.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
No, make no mistake, guys, one of the more effective second-round picks we have in the NBA. Tucker provides a steady diet of production.
Shea drives in. And Tucker kicks to Shea. And the baseline jumper, no good.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Rockets leading by 23. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Capella, the pass to Charles. Capella inside. Vonleh on him. And here's Che outside. Houston gets it back.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Here's Capella. Got a hand on it. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Culver's got the ball. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Houston gets called for the foul. And the first one at the line is good. Doris, basketball continues to gain in popularity around the world, doesn't it? It's amazing to me.
It does. Adam Silver, the commissioner, has said, I believe we can be the #1 spot in the world. Obviously, they'd have to overcome the soccer, and that's popularity. But think about this, Kevin, how inclusive a game basketball is. And the love spans across gender, race, ethnicity, religious affiliation. And the best part about the game of basketball is this, Kevin. When you're growing up and trying to get better, you need a ball, you need a hoop, and you need you, and you don't need anything else.
That is so well said. Walden wide open. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And here's Che outside. Cans it from downtown. Che's got 29 in the game.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
The pass to Vonleh. Kicks it to Culver. No good. Shot missing. So Houston will take it the other way. Looking to end his cold spell. And it's Walden missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Now here's Vonleh. Capella covering. They double him with Rivers. There's Vonleh. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Tucker's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Back to Capella. Che outside. Houston moving the ball around. He kicks it to Tucker. And that one is good. Tucker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The feel there from Che is just absolutely sensational. The right decision and pick and roll play, so important.
Pass to Culver. Now here's Vonleh. He dishes it to Culver. Vonleh, the pass to Culver. And Capella sends it back. Rivers with it. And then Rivers with the dunk.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
And Greg, you know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Here's Culver. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Back to Teague. Doris, when you look at the success of international players, and the league has a litany of very good international players, Doncic being the latest successful, is the perception changing about these kids when they come from overseas and play in the NBA?
Well, one of the greatest, and to me, the greatest international player of all time, Dirk Nowitzki, a Hall of Fame player, probably changed the perception to start with. Now, listen, over the years, Luka is going to have perhaps a Hall of Fame career if he stays healthy.
Now Turner. Wiggins outside. Back to Turner. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. 26 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Inside, Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Che.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And stolen by Che. Oh, good on that one. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up for Greg Anderson.